Good morning. My name is Andrew Gosser, and today I am representing the Illinois State Tea Party. I can't tell you how humbled and honored I truly am to be standing next to my congressman for the last 19 plus years. Today, we're going to hear from autonomous tea parties inside the state of Illinois who believe that there is really only one candidate who is running for Congress in the 16th District, who is fiscally responsible, believes in constitutionally limited government, and embraces the free market principles that we have in our American democracy. That man is Don Manzullo. Right now I'd like to introduce Ms. Jane from Northern Illinois Tea Party, or Ms. Jane from Northern Illinois Tea Party, and she's going to go ahead and tell you why she believes that Don is the right man for the job.
Thank you, Andrew. My name is Jane Carroll, and I am coordinator of Northern Illinois Tea Party. We serve the areas of Roscoe, Rockton, and South Beloit in the Wisconsin state line area. We are one of over 90 tea parties within Illinois Tea Party, and we were founded in February of 2009. As was plain for all to see, the Democrat-controlled remap of the 16th Congressional District had placed many Republican office holders in a difficult position. The 16th Congressional remap has incorporated many far-flung counties, extending even to the Indiana state line at the southeast point, while cutting off the extension of the 16th to the west to the Iowa line, dropping off Stevenson, Carroll, and Joe Davies counties. The odd remap even cuts off the west half of the city of Rockford. Congressman Adam Kinzinger has found himself districted out of the 11th district and seeking a compatible district to run in. Mr. Kinzinger has distinguished himself by running against Liberal Congresswoman Debbie Halverson in the 2010 election and winning that race. The Tea Parties had a choice to make between two good men, and we did our due diligence. We judged Congressman Manzullo and Congressman Kinzinger by the numbers, and here's what we found. Don's lifetime conservative rating with the American Conservative Union is 96%. Don voted 79 more times to cut spending in 2011 than did Congressman Kinzinger. Manzullo voted against the banker bailouts and the stimulus plan. Therefore, given the importance of the fight that lies ahead for the new Congress, Illinois Tea Party has broken with tradition, deciding to endorse candidates in critical races. This race for a congressional seat was thought to be one of the more critical in Illinois. Mr. Kinzinger has been sending a lot of emails to people in his adopted district. His slogan is, "A new conservative voice." But Illinois Family PAC and Americans for Prosperity are two significant conservative groups who have endorsed Don's candidacy. Adam Kinzinger's numbers fall short of the goal. We're hearing from some that the 16th Congressional District needs new blood, that Don has served long enough. That might be a good argument if the new blood held the same core beliefs as the man he would replace. But this doesn't appear to be the case here. I keep coming back to the fact that this freshman legislator, Adam Kinzinger, was appointed Deputy House Majority Whip in his first term of office. This is a position that any party gives one of its own, whom it believes, when asked to jump, will answer, "How high?" I don't see Congressman Kinzinger as the change agent his campaign proclaims him. America's rising indebtedness to foreign governments endangers our national security and is robbing current and future generations of employment and prospects for a brighter future. The Tea Party has been drumming that message since 2009. We see that bold moves will be required of the new Republican majority House and Senate we will elect in 2012. Don, we expect you to be part of that revolution.
I have been for 19 years.
To return the nation to living within its means once more, overturning pernicious regulation, and ensuring Americans have the freedom guaranteed by the Constitution. When you have a Republican majority in the U.S. Senate, there will be no excuses accepted for failure to overturn Obamacare and Frank Dodd financial regulation. The nation is on its knees, begging for relief. We will be expecting much of you, starting in the new Congress, January 2013. We invite the voters of Illinois to visit the IllinoisTeaParty.net website and learn how you can be part of the solution for our nation, not only by your support of conservative candidates in the coming election, but by educating yourself and those within your sphere of influence about critical issues we will be facing in the days ahead at the state and national levels. And Don, we trust that the freedom-loving voters of the 16th will do their part to return you to the Congress. And we thank you for your faithful and accomplished service.
God bless you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm David Hale with the Rockford Tea Party, and I want to echo Jane's statements. I agree with her statements, and I just want to say we need a congressman who's not going to move us backward. We need a congressman who's going to move us forward. Adam Kinzinger is not the man that's going to move us forward. Yes, Don Manzullo has been there for about 20 years as a congressman, and some people want new blood, new congressmen, new people into Congress, but putting somebody into Congress who's going to move us backward will completely nullify that sentiment and that desire. So we cannot support Congressman Kinzinger. He's a good man. We appreciate his service to the United States military. But this is a big, big, big issue for the 16th Congressional District. We cannot have somebody who's not going to adequately represent us at the congressional level. Don Manzullo voted to cut $209 billion more in spending. In the 1 year Adam Kinzinger has been in office, he voted for $209 billion more spending. We cannot support that. We cannot support some of the ideas that he has on energy subsidies. These energy subsidies are killing America and killing our budget. We've got to cut these energy subsidies. And we in Rockford need to have a congressman based here. This is the largest portion of this district. It contains probably, well, 70,000 people, I'm sure. Well, about 70,000 people. So it contains the largest population of this district, population center, which is spread out from here to the Indiana border. We will lose that representation in Congress if Adam Kinzinger is elected to this office. And finally, Don Manzullo understands this area. He understands this is an agricultural district. The Congressman Kinzinger has come from a district that is largely suburban Chicago. It's largely Chicago machine politics up there. And it doesn't have anything to do with the agricultural aspect that and the manufacturing aspect that this district represents. And so we need somebody in office like Manzullo who's going to represent that agricultural, manufacturing, smaller town, kind of counter-Chicago constituency. So for that and those reasons, and many more, the integrity of Don Manzullo, the smarts of Don Manzullo, and just the intimate involvement in the lives of the district constituents of Don Manzullo. For all those reasons, we support Don Manzullo at the Rockford Tea Party level and at the Illinois Tea Party level. So we thank Congressman Manzullo for his service, and we hope for another 2 more years, and as long as he needs to continue serving. Thank you, Don.
Good morning. My name is Barbara Offel. I'm the Iroquois County Tea Party Coordinator. I brought Joanne Kizik and John Berger from our board. Iroquois County is located 3 hours from Rockford, southeast. This is why we came, because we feel it's very important for the public to know how we feel about Don Manzullo. It is mine and the Iroquois County Tea Party's board's opinion that U.S. Representative Manzullo is a true fiscal conservative. After saying this, Don consistently votes conservatively with a record of 83% to Kissinger's 60%. Don is devoted to his steadfast convictions. He impressed our board with his 19 years experience in manufacturing, creating jobs, cutting wasteful spending, reducing the deficit, due diligence, and his solving problems, and his true genuineness. The virtues I have mentioned are just a few reasons as to why our Tea Party voted to endorse the congressman. Representative Manzullo has been named Mr. Fix-It, and he gets things done in Washington. We believe Don comes closer to the Tea Party core values of limited government, fiscal responsibility, and free markets than his opponent, Adam Kinzinger.
Thank you. Well, it is a real honor to be here this morning and to be endorsed by the Illinois Tea Party. This is rather unique to have a 10-term incumbent endorsed by one of the most scrutinizing organizations that I've ever seen, carefully going over lots of voting records and saying that Don is the true conservative in this race. I'm proud of the 96% approval rating of the American Conservative Union. That's astonishing to be only 4% wrong. I'd settle for that. I'd settle for that anytime. But what it goes to show is, it's not how long you've been in Congress. It's how conservatively you voted and what you've done for the community. That's what the Tea Party is saying. And I look around Rockford and just take a look at the Eiger Lab. All the time I spent on manufacturing, working together with bless soul John Lundeen and so many people. Eiger Lab stands out as a candle in a dark economy with its 19 incubator companies and the most magnificent miniature milling machine in the world. And look at the airport. The airport never would have been built out had I not taken a personal interest in that. UPS would not be here. We would not have the international terminal. And it's the same with the massive intermodal system in Rochelle, Illinois, the largest footprint of any intermodal system in the country. I helped put that thing together, piece together the city of Rochelle and Union Pacific, and still continue working to bring in new businesses. That spawned over $1.5 billion in private investments, over 5,000 jobs. Now with having used my capacity as chairman of the subcommittee on Asia and Pacific and working with the Japanese government, we've been successful in having Nippon Shiro set up manufacturing operations there, 400 jobs. And I look around and I see all these people, and I'm the one who is humbled. And you might ask the question, how could you do so much for the community and still be so conservative in Congress? Well, that's what Mr. Fix-It does. There's a problem there, and we go about solving it. So I just want to thank all of you guys traveling all the way from Watseka in Iroquois County, and all of the folks here from Winnebago and Boone for your support. Thank you very much.